Jadrian Lofing. I'm going to be doing an informative speech today on how to correctly brush and floss your teeth. Brushing and flossing your teeth is extremely important. It knocks all the plaque off, bacteria, keeps you from getting cavities, gum disease. CHCW.org said that gum disease is the leading cause of cavities, gum loss, tooth decay, and buildup. It can be very painful and unsightly. Gum disease can range from slight irritation to a very nasty tooth loss, loose teeth, black teeth. Crest.com explains that it can go from gum disease to gingivitis and then periodontitis. It's all related. It's not exactly the same thing, but they're just each more severe, but still the same concept of what happens to your teeth. Flossing is important to follow through behind brushing, because if you brush with a big toothbrush or a very small toothbrush, your brush cannot get into the small crevices that floss can. Floss keeps the gum line a little cleaner than a toothbrush can. It keeps away bad breath, cavities, as I said earlier. If you have a particularly bad problem with bad breath, it's probably a good idea to buy a tongue scraper or start brushing your teeth and your tongue as you do your dental routine every day. Healthline.org explains that the tongue is not a flat surface. It is not a smooth single layer surface. It is very rigid in between the taste buds. Very, very not as smooth as people think. So with the tongue scraper or brushing your tongue, you're going to want to clear out that bacteria, that buildup. Because when you stick your tongue out, what you see is called a biofilm, and it's just the top layer. And yeah, mouthwash kills that, but in between your taste buds, everything just multiplies and continues to thrive. Now, when you do brush and scrape your tongue, you're not going to want to break the skin. If you break the skin, you can get an infection, etc. And that can actually cause more damage, but you just want to do it hard enough that you make sure you get all the bacteria, but not to the point of making yourself bleed. Mouthwash after is always the last thing. Coat your mouth in fluoride, keeps the bacteria from coming back as rapidly as they would if you never brushed your teeth once a day. Now we're going to skip over to how to execute properly brushing your teeth. You're going to want a correctly sized, this one's mine, correctly sized soft bristle brush. Your teeth should not bleed when you brush them. You're either brushing too hard, or you have early onset gum disease, or a very firm bristled brush. Every 3 to 4 months you should change your toothbrush. It's not mandatory. It helps. It keeps your mouth cleaner. When you get sick, replace your toothbrush immediately. It's just better because you won't get sick again. eSchool today explains that there's a couple ways to correctly brush your teeth. So I'm going to demonstrate that with my little fake teeth that I have. So if these are your teeth, you're going to want to brush vertically at a 45-degree angle away from your gum line. And then you're going to want to follow that with a circular motion just to get in all the cracks and crevices. Now, when you open your mouth, this is going to be a pretend bottom jaw. When you open your mouth, you want to go back and forth across your chewing surfaces. And then you still want to clean the inside layers of the, inside of your teeth, if that makes sense. Now, when you go to floss your teeth, we're just going to use the top one. I've got my floss here. You always want to make sure your toothpaste and floss are FDA approved and everything. So you're going to get roughly a foot to a foot and a half of floss and loosely wrap it around one of each of your fingers. So then you have your teeth and you will work it in between the teeth at the same time as you're moving. You're not going to want to just jam it in between your teeth. You want to go back and forth, and as you're cleaning in between, up and down as well. Now when flossing, you want to pay really, really strong attention to your molars. They have more plaque buildup because they're in the back. They get most of the food. You don't chew with your front teeth. So you want to be really, especially pay attention to your back teeth and make sure that you don't skip any teeth either when you brush and floss. So you want to get in all these crevices and all these, everything to keep your mouth as clean as possible. And like, you could do all those things, but if you don't do them right, or not as often as you should, then your mouth's not going to be as clean, and then you're at risk for gum disease and everything. But I mean, 3 to 5 minutes morning and night of dental hygiene is sufficient to an optimal dental health for the rest of your life. Just a little bit of time a day. Thank you.